Councillor Ian Edwards, leader of the council, and I am chair of Cabinet. Welcome to anybody who may be following us on our YouTube channel. As there are members of the public present, I will just remind everybody that no fire alarms are expected. If one does sound, we will be evacuating. The best way is out of the doors that you came in. We will all be following you or accompanying you, so you needn't worry. Should, for whatever reason, those doors be blocked, there are other fire exits behind us, so don't panic. Can I just remind everybody, please, to have their devices turned to silent, and we will now get straight into the agenda. Agenda item 1, apologies for absence. Mark.
Thank you. We have apologies from Councillor Steve Tuckwell.
Thank you. Noted. Item 2, declarations of interest matters before the meeting. Are there any additional declarations, colleagues? None indicated. Thank you. And item 3 is to approve the minutes of the last Cabinet meeting. They're on pages 5 to 20 of the pack. Are they agreed?
Agreed.
Thank you. Agenda item 4. This is to confirm that items of business marked in part 1 will be considered in public, and the items of business marked in part 2 will be private. We have a very short agenda item to be held in public. We will break the meeting, ask members of the public to retire, and break the YouTube link at that point. We will then move into part 2, which are the private commercial, predominantly commercial matters. However, the decisions are reported, and I will explain a little bit more when we come to agenda item 6. So we'll turn to the main agenda item. Agenda item 5, the Beck-Theatre Hayes car park charges and arrangement. Councillor Lavery.
Thank you, Leader. This report is to commence the statutory consultation to introduce car park charges in the Beck-Theatre car park, which is currently free. The proposal intends to introduce a charge of £2 for every 4 hours of parking, applying at all times with the exception of Christmas Day and bank holidays, when parking will be free, as it is in most other council car parks. Residents through their the Hillingdon First card will enjoy a 10% reduction on the non-resident price, and there will be some, as part of this, some free parking has been agreed for the theatre staff and production companies, and also for adult social services staff working for the Grassy Meadow Day Centre. With that said, I move the 3 recommendations in the report to commence the statutory consultation. Authorities to be delegated to myself and the Corporate Director of Place to consider the outcome of the consultation and agree the charges and any further necessary decisions, and that the charges will be reviewed annually as part of the wider corporate review of fees and charges. I move.
Thank you very much, Councillor Lavery. Colleagues, those 3 recommendations agreed.
Agreed.
Agenda item 6 is a public preview of the confidential reports. This is not a requirement to provide this, but we do so to try and give a little bit more information on the agenda items that will be discussed in private in part 2. And I would particularly invite Councillor Lavery to give a flavour of the issue we will be discussing at agenda item 7, the ANPR camera enforcement. Councillor Lavery.
Thank you, Leader. This is an important move forward in our parking enforcement strategy. The intention being to take a lease on a vehicle that will enable us to do ANPR enforcement where that is allowed by law, and in particular on school keep clear markings, which will improve road safety around schools. It also will enable us over time to visit more effectively some of the large permit parking zones, although these tickets will need to be issued manually. And the third public safety benefit of this is we will also use it where we have spare time to give us additional capacity to enforce the new PSPO at Heathrow, which has had great effect in, at this stage they are paying their tickets but ticketing private hire vehicles, but obviously we hope to change the behaviour of those vehicles, so the more we can do that the better. So there's a flavour of what's coming.
Thank you. And could you confirm whether or not the vehicle would be covert or overt, marked or unmarked?
It will be marked, so it'll be absolutely clear what we're doing.
Thank you very, very much. That concludes part 1 of the meeting. I'll invite members of the public to retire, please. We'll break the YouTube link and then we'll move into part 2. Thank you.